Hi there lovers and gentle beings, welcome back here to Nordic Sex Crafts. My name is Linda, and if you're new here, a big warm welcome to this sex positive space here on YouTube. I hope that you'll find something new that you might learn, or that you'll just feel like you want to explore whatever videos that speaks to you. I'm sitting today in our garage, I think. Yeah, a garage. It's made out of timber. So yeah, anyway, so I'm sitting here today because it's really bright outside, but it's also a little bit windy, so I couldn't really find a spot where I could both see you and see the camera without having to like squint really much, without it being windy. So that's why I'm sitting in here today, but I'll show you the beautiful weather with the camera anyway. But anyhow, today in this episode of Tales from the North, we are going to talk about self-pleasure or masturbation. So without further ado, let's go! Self-pleasure or masturbation, to put it simply, is just when we pleasure ourselves sexually. How we do that is completely up to us. And before we dive a little bit deeper into the how, I want to talk about some common myths surrounding masturbation and self-pleasure, and countering those myths with some science and some benefits to self-pleasure and masturbation. For different reasons through time, people have tried to control and scare people away from sexuality and sex and self-pleasure. And we will talk a little bit more about how attitudes have been throughout history and up until today in another video. But for right now, let's just establish the fact that there are some myths and rumors about sex and sexuality out there. And when it comes to masturbation, some of those myths surrounding masturbation have been that if you do it, you can get hairy palms, you can become blind, you can get erectile dysfunction, that your penis will shrink, you'll have a low sperm count, mental illness or physical weakness. All of those are then supposed to be symptoms of you masturbating. And of course, that is a myth. There is no truth to it whatsoever. So it's quite the opposite actually. Masturbation and self-pleasure have lots of benefits, and it's even scientifically proven that there are benefits to masturbation. For example, in 2018 and in 2016, there were both a review and a study that showed that when you masturbate, it can help your body defend against prostate cancer. So they said that you should masturbate around 4 times a week to help your body help itself. But that is not all. When you orgasm, your body will release and produce and release lots of different hormones and neurochemicals in your body. For example, oxytocin or dopamine. These are hormones that are made to make you feel good and great in yourself and with your body. Orgasm can also act as a reward for your brain, so you get the same kind of high as if you would go to a music festival or do something that you really love. And when your body and brain is releasing all those hormones, you get some different benefits, and those benefits are: it is stress reducing, since our brains will slow down after an orgasm. It will also help us sleep better, since the hormones will make us sleepy after we have had an orgasm. It can ease tension and muscle and period pain from your body, since it releases endorphins. And it can also increase your mood from, the high from the hormones, but also because you've had an orgasm and you feel great. Self-pleasure can also increase your body appreciation, since you might realize that your body is literally made to give you so much pleasure. And it can help increase your body image, because hello, how sexy isn't it that your body is doing this for you? And it can also help increase your sexual experience with a partner, since self-pleasure can help you find what you like and what you don't, so you can tell your partner about that. So knowing about all of these benefits, your next question might be, how often can I do it? And the answer to that is as much and as often as you want. There is no amount of normal when it comes to self-pleasure and masturbation. The only time that you might want to talk to a professional is if you are having trouble sleeping, eating, or going to work, or doing your studies, because then it's actually interfering in with your daily life and those things that you might actually need to be a working human, I suppose. So that's the only time, but other than that, just go ahead, do it 10 or 50 times a day, as long as you love it. That's the important thing. Self-pleasure can be done in so many ways. It can be done sitting down, standing up, laying down, with or without toys, and it can even be done without touch at all. And I'll quickly talk about how you can self-pleasure without touch in 2 ways. The first one is through a breath orgasm, and we will go so much deeper into that in another video, another upcoming video even. It might be the next one, who knows. And you can also do it by your brain remapping itself. For example, if you have had been through something traumatic, or if you have no feeling in your genital area, your body can remap itself, so you might become just as sensitive in another part. For example, your neck or your nipples or your ears, they might become your new super pleasure point. And that is just by the brain remapping itself and knowing that you want to feel pleasure. And isn't that just another way that our body is showing us that it is made for pleasure? Lastly, before we go, I just want to give you 3 tips. As always, I end with a few tips, but I'm going to give you 3 tips about how you can make your self-pleasure a little bit better. So the first one is put away any distractions, turn your cell phone off, turn up the music, make sure that no one disturbs you, it's your time. And the second one is breathing. Check yourself, are you breathing right now? Do you want to breathe a little bit more? Try it out and play with it. And the third one is moan. The more you moan, the more you breathe, the more you are moving around, the better it will be, because you activate your whole body, and the orgasm will feel a lot bigger if you do that. Alright everyone, that was everything from me from this time. I hope that you learned something new and that you might want to drop a little comment and tell me maybe about a myth that you've heard about self-pleasure, or ways that you enjoy it. Do you do it without toys? Can you do it with only your breath? Yeah, so drop a comment, like this video, subscribe, and check us out on Instagram, of course, where we are under basically the same name. I will link it down below. Until next time, all the love. Bye!